Alright, I'm fucking back and I'm better. This is the main thing, being better. I've gotten better tremendously, and that's something that hopefully you guys have done as well. I've done tremendously well these past 2 to 3 months. I'm very proud of myself, and my premiere video is embarking on the journey of growth, and the whole preface of that video is for me to look back at, laugh at, and see how much on the journey I have expanded and grown from. So it's crazy to look back at it, seeing how shy I was, how nervous I was. It was my first video ever, pretty much, considering the fact that I made a video like a year ago, but I didn't really give a flying fuck about those videos. To be honest, I don't really consider them my first videos, but I guess they're the ice-breaking videos, so they count as well. But for the most part, that video was for me to look back at and really, truly see how much I have grown. And I have grown tremendously. I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. I look back at myself and I judge myself tremendously because of the simple fact that I thought I knew it all then. And even as of now, I don't know everything. And I know that for 100% fact. And I've learned a lot. And this past month, I've learned a lot. This past year, this whole year, I've already learned a lot. I've grown so much. I've developed myself so much. Growth is literally uncalculable. Whenever you look at your growth and you look back at yourself, especially whenever you look at an old video such as that, where your verbiage is different, your speech is different, your interactions are different, your confidence, your movement, everything is different. Your verbiage has a lot to do with how you want to present yourself to the world. So whenever I speak very professionally. I'm very highly of myself. I use big words, not to show that I'm very smarter than you, but to show to myself how much respect I have for myself. I have a tremendous amount of self-respect and self-love, which allows me to be able to not care about other people's opinions, which also allows me to have a very strong and capable mindset, which most of you do not have, but you believe you have because somebody tells you to have this strong mindset. David Goggins, Andrew Tate, whoever, even me, anybody, I don't care who it is, tells you, think this, do this, act this, and people will perceive you like this, and you'll get this result. If somebody's telling you to do that, guess what? Guess what? Your mindset is very weak. Because I can shift your mindset. I can manipulate you. I can tell you what to do. You can be in the palm of my hand and you wouldn't even know it. Andrew Tate has you in the palm of his hand. Yes, possibly you're making money. Yes, possibly it's helping you grow, which is not bad. But what I'm trying to get to, my point is that you need to develop a mindset that's so strong that not even God, not even the Bible, not even books, anything can't move it. It can't move it. And this can only happen once you become one. Heart, body, spirit, and mind. Yes, I understand. You want to learn. You want to change. You want to grow. You want to do all these things. Understand. Growth is a part of the process. Change is a part of the process. Letting go is a part of the process. And yes, I will change. Yes, I will grow. Yes, I will continue to develop myself. But yes, you need to understand that a change in here means it's not very strong. It's very hard to change my perception. And it's very hard to change my self-love, my self-respect, because it's so high. So anything that I see that I consider lower than it, it does not change it. So this allows me to be able to push onto people. This allows me to be able to confront people. This allows me to be able to tell people the way it is. Because I can tell somebody, look, this is how it is. There's no other truth to it. This is how I see it. And this is exactly how I'm going to see it. And no matter what you tell me, no matter what you say, no matter what you believe, no matter what actions you take, won't change the way I feel. Because this is exactly how I see it. This is exactly how I observe you. This is exactly the way it is. Yes, you can present to me new information, newfound data, or whatever, and I'll probably change my perspective on it and my reasoning and thought process behind it. But for the most part, it's very hard to skew that perception. And I'm going to tell you this. I gave up on the agency because I was sold a dream that I was going to become a millionaire, make $10,000 a month and all that. And most of you have been sold a dream as well. Now, if you're not putting full-time effort into it, you're not cold calling, you're not over here DMing, emailing, all that. You're not doing about 3,000 to 4,000 emails or DMs or cold calls a month. You're never going to get anywhere with the agency, and that's a simple fact. Most of the people that are telling you, oh, I have an agency and all that, I have making 20, 30,000. Guess what? They're selling a bunch of people a dream. They're making profit off of them. If they get a client, they get a 30% cut profit from it. A lot of these people are fucking lying to you, but guess what? That's not really a business model, and it's going to come back to bite them on the ass, and they're going to end up losing in the long run. Money's not everything. And I finally understand why they fucking say this. And this is something that I have learned this past month and a half. Because 2 months ago, 2 months ago, me thought money was everything. Money was everything. Money was this and that. If I don't have money, I don't have this. I don't have stability. I don't have none of that. 9 to 5 job is very respectable, and you should understand exactly what a 9 to 5 job implies. A 9 to 5 job implies that you're responsible, that you're sacrificing yourself, that you're doing something for as of right now. This ain't for everything. Then that's the mindset you gotta have. This ain't forever. It's something that is temporary, that is gonna allow you to build yourself up. That's what everybody that makes money and has made it is fucking telling you. Have your fucking 9 to 5, and if you really want it, you're gonna work on it on the side. Nothing's gonna fucking stop you. Nobody's gonna believe in you except you. And that's the only person that should believe in you. Because at the end of the day, if everybody else believes in you except you, you're never gonna fucking do it. And it's that fucking simple. This is a concept that is so simple to understand. And sorry, yes, I'm getting a little sick, but for the most part, what I'm saying is fucking true. And what I'm telling you, I know you're young, I know you're lost. All my viewers, for the most part, are 16, the youngest as up to 14 to 24. And I understand you want your purpose, you want your reason to live, and you want all that. But your reason to live shouldn't be a career that pays you $600,000 a month, or $6,000,000 a month, or $10,000 a month, or whatever, how much money you want to make to live comfortably. Guess what? If you love the result more than you love the process, then that is not for you. And I just dropped a fucking gem right there for you guys. This video, this channel, this fucking person that you see through the screen is going to become great in the next couple years. And I know that wholeheartedly. So if you're finding these videos, guess what that tells you? You're a person that has a very similar mindset as of to me. And if you made it this far in this video, you also have a very strong mindset, and you're allowing myself to be able to control you, hypothetically. I'm not trying to control you. That's not my objective. But hypothetically, you're allowing the things I tell you to actually change your perception and to actually awaken an eye within you that has been closed for such a long time, which is pretty much me controlling you. But I'm not doing it to control you. I'm doing it to actually help you become more aware of your surroundings and more aware of who you truly are. And the only way you become truly aware of who you are is whenever you turn off the music, you turn off the video, you turn off everything. You don't write nothing down, and you just sit there in the fucking dark, seeing what thoughts come into play and where those thoughts are originating from, where its roots. Why do they dig so deep into your school? The reason many people want to become a millionaire, I'll tell you this right fucking now, is whenever they were younger, they weren't accepted in society. So the only way for them to be accepted in society is by becoming better than everyone else. And by becoming better than everyone else, they'll finally be accepted by society. But guess what? Society doesn't accept them. And the reason why society does not accept them is because they don't even accept themselves. And this is the problem many people fucking face. This is a problem I face as well. That's why I'm able to talk about it. And I'm so glad you made it this far in this video. I'm fucking gonna tell you, because I know this shit's like hitting you in the gut right now. And it's a punch in the face, because it would have been a punch in the face to me 2 months ago as well. Oh, I just fucking farted. I know that shit's gonna make some of you guys laugh, but goddamn, whenever you're so fucking healthy, your body functions, your brain functions, your body, your spirit, everything functions at such a tremendously strong level. But anyways, the reason people want status, the reason people want money, the reason people want the hot chick, the reason people want all of these things is to be accepted. That's crazy, right? We're all insecure. So to make up for our insecurity, we compensate by showing to the world that we're better than them. We have the better chick. We have the nicer car. We have the bigger house. We have more money in the bank account. We have all these things. But guess what? That doesn't really truly fulfill your soul. And your soul is the hardest thing to fulfill. What truly fulfills your soul is whenever you do the right thing in your heart. Whenever you go out into the world and you give somebody a compliment, you meet somebody new, you give them a firm handshake and you give them a pat on the back, and then you give them advice that you think it will be useful to them. You open up their eyes, or you let them cry on your shoulder. You do the right thing. You're a good human being. And the reason people are not a good human being is because they see themselves as this bad individual, because growing up, that's what they were perceived as. I became cruel to the world because the world was cruel to me. I let it consume me. And if you ever watch Star Wars, I've never watched Star Wars and I've never truly watched it to the point where it actually, grabbed my attention. But the plot and the story is really fucking good. Anakin, which was like the chosen one supposedly. Look, keep in mind I never watched it, so I'm not going to be very accurate, but my perception is precisely on the dot. Anakin was shown the good side. Everything was good about it. But then the world started being cruel to him. And as the world started being cruel to him, he got a taste of power, which is not good. He got a taste of power and it consumed him wholeheartedly because the world was cruel to him. And then he got consumed by the dark side. And he never truly found peace, and he made himself ugly to the world and never accepted anybody because he could never accept himself. And his son Luke ended up doing the same thing. And he saw himself in Luke, somebody that was only shown good, it was never shown dark. And he's like, look, join the dark side, and this is the good side. But guess what? Luke was better than his father, and he ended up coming out on top by going consumed by the dark side, right? He was consumed, dark thoughts, everything. He did everything animalistic, everything that you're not supposed to do. He did all the dark things, right? Killed people and all that, whatever. I don't really know everything, but that's what I'm assuming. And then he eventually got convinced that that was a lie and a fallacy to actually make himself feel better about himself because he could not accept himself. But eventually he came to that realization and went back to the good side. And that's a lot stronger because he realized, holy shit, I'm doing all these things to be something that I'm not. So the world accepts me, but I don't even accept me. And that's exactly what you need to do, is realize that everything you've been told, you need to be an influencer, you need to have 1 million followers, you need to have 20 million fucking dollars in the bank account, you need to have the super fast car with the super bad chick, and that's all part of the dark side. That's all part of the dark side. That's everything that's going to fulfill the world's perception of you, but it's never going to fulfill you. And that's the biggest problem many people do not understand. And this is why, Andrew Tate is locked up. Because God, yeah, I understand that most of you are not going to believe in God because you're young and you're childish and you think you're better than God because you think, oh, if there's a God, there's bad. Why is there bad things that happen? I understand. I was a little kid once too, but then I became a man and I realized that was a very childish way of looking at things. But regardless, let me digress and go back to the Andrew Tate situation. Andrew Tate is being tested right now. And I fucking love it. He fucking deserves to be in jail. He fucking deserves it. And I'm going to tell you why he fucking deserves it. It's simple, really. The reason he deserves to be in jail is to allow himself to be able to dig deep within himself and not be distracted by all the noise to try and finally truly understand himself. And whenever he comes out, he's going to become a lot more humble. And he's going to realize, and he has been realizing, all this shit that he's been doing his whole life was because he was never accepted by society. That's fucking crazy, isn't it? That's why he did all the things he did. That's why he lived the life he lived. And that's why he's done all the things he has done. Because he was never accepted by society, so he did all these things that society deems as successful to be finally accepted. But then he realized himself, this does nothing. And that's why he changed his whole focus from, women and selling the stream and all that, to helping all you young men that were lost, just like he was. And always looking for the answer, just like he was. And he thinks by him giving you guys a little guidance will help his soul. And it has. I promise you, it has. I'm not saying that hasn't. His greatest victory in his own mind right now is the fact that he had so much influence upon you, the individual, the young man, that they had to shut him up and keep him quiet. That's his greatest victory in his whole life. And I promise you, whenever he comes out, he's going to say, I can't believe I had so much influence. They had to shut me up. And that's all Andrew Tate's been doing, man. I'm going to tell you guys this. I know I've been gone for like a month and a half. And the last video I posted it was really good. I'm not going to lie. True confidence. Do you have it? Most of you guys don't. And I understand. And that makes you feel some type of way. So most of you guys are gonna be like, oh, he's arrogant, he's a dickhead, and go down to the comments. But whatever your reaction is to me saying things, it's just you. It's not me. It's you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I know that was a lot. I went all over the place. But for the most part, like I said, I'm still growing. I'm still changing. In a month from now or 2 months from now, I'm gonna look back at this video and probably be laughing at it. Just like how I was on my first video. But what I want you guys to do now is go look at my previous video. Go look at my first video. And then look at my second and then fourth. Then look at this video. Come back to this video. This is going to be the 5th video you watch. And I don't care about the views. If I cared about the views, I would have stopped uploading already completely. I would have given up on this because I'm not getting no fucking views. I'm barely getting any subscribers, any engagement, nothing. So I don't really give a fuck about that. What I care about is changing your guys' perspective upon yourselves and seeing what growth is. Look at what growth is. It took me 3 months to be able to grow to this person that I am now, that can actually speak to you at a fast rate and a hyper rate without saying and then pausing and all that. Look at all the things I have said. Look at everything I have told you. I have probably grasped your attention so easily. Look at my hand movement. Look at how I speak. Look how much emphasis I put on every single word. Because I have full-on confidence within myself and my heart. This is my fucking heart right here. And I know wholeheartedly that I do not give a flying fuck about what you think about me. Maybe a little bit, you know. Every human cares and will forever care about what people think about them. Because they didn't. They run around butt naked, not giving a flying fuck. But whatever. Okay? I want you guys to see how everything has changed. From my interactions, to my hand movement, to my eye contact, to being able to talk, being able to present a point, to being able to not pause, to stopping the words of thinking, letting my brain unravel itself, and just speaking at a very high rate. I want you guys to be able to see that and see the growth and see how lost I really was, because I thought the agency was the answer to it all, the end all be all. That's what I used to think. I thought money was the end all be all. Then I saw people with money. I started laughing at them because I started realizing, holy shit, they're so lost because they think in their head, all there is money. I got to make more money. I got to make more money. Look, money is a tool, but it's not everything. You could live without money. You could live with $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Now, you're not going to be living the best lifestyle of all time. But if you truly love yourself and you're truly confident in yourself, you understand that you don't need $2 to $3 million in the bank account to make you fucking happy. You don't. Or to make you satisfied with life. What you need is to finally be able to accept yourself. Then whenever you fully accept yourself, like I said, what you need to do, I already told you what you need to do. If you forgot, look back in the video. Is to accept yourself so the world accepts you. And if the world doesn't accept you, or if the people around you don't accept you, that shouldn't change the fact that you have accepted yourself. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. It was a fucking banger. And I promise you guys, you do the work, you'll be so proud of yourself. Just like how I am.